By Bill Barrow, will WEISSERT and SCOTT BAUER, Associated Press Kenosha, WIS. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden began a visit to the battleground state of Wisconsin on Thursday by meeting with the family of Jacob Blake, the black man whose shooting by a white police officer sparked days of sometimes violent protests. Biden spent more than an hour in private with Blake's father, Jacob Blake Sr., his siblings, and one of his attorneys, LaMarr. Blake's mother Julia Jackson and another attorney, Ben Crump, joined by phone. Crump said the younger Blake participated in the meeting by telephone, from his hospital bed. Blake, 29, shared the pain he is enduring and Biden commiserated. The family has said that Blake is paralyzed from the waist down after being shot 7 times in the back by police as they tried to arrest him on August 23. Crump said Blake's mother led everyone in prayer for his recovery. Biden followed his meeting with Blake's family and representatives with a community discussion at Grace Lutheran Church in Kenosha. The gathering included business and civic leaders and at least 2 representatives of law enforcement. At the church, Biden said of Trump, "No president's ever going to say, they're very fine people on both sides. No president has ever said anything like that. It legitimizes the dark side of human nature." Biden was referring to Trump's comments after a 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, VA, turned deadly. The Reverend Jonathan Barker, pastor of the church, opened the meeting with a prayer asking for justice for Jacob Blake, and for God to anoint a national leader in November who will seek justice, love mercy, and love their neighbor. Biden, a practicing Catholic, ended the prayer making the sign of the cross. He then heard from Kenosha residents discussing the need to address systemic racism so that society, including commerce, will function peacefully. "I look at the buildings in our community that are gone," said Barb DeBerge, owner of DeBerge Framing Gallery, which still stands. I don't think I really grieved as much as I should because being a business owner, I have to keep going, I have to keep working." The trip, Biden's first to Wisconsin of the general election campaign, is intended to draw sharp contrasts with President Donald Trump. Biden is emphasizing an argument that he's a unifying figure, able to lead the nation through a reckoning with systemic racism along with the coronavirus pandemic and its economic fallout. Trump didn't meet with the Blake family when he visited Kenosha earlier this week. 2 months before Election Day, the trip presents Biden both opportunity and risks. He's promised throughout his 2020 campaign that he can unify the country and find consensus even where it's not readily apparent. That theme started as an intentional contrast with Trump, who thrives on conflict. The distinction has sharpened over a summer of nationwide protests.